So a number of years ago, I think it was about 6, I told a story, a personal story. And I've wanted to repeat it since, and I thought today there's probably a whole new generation, literally, of kids who haven't heard that story, who are in the house, so to speak, and probably many members who never heard it, and I hope that it's as moving as for you as it is for me. And this Once Upon a Time that doesn't involve a dragon or an amoeba. It involves a 7-year-old boy. So if the kids are still here, I'll begin it with Once Upon a Time, and I'll tell you that once upon a time there was a 6.5-year-old boy, and like all good stories that Disney produces, he loses his mother. That usually happens at the beginning of all Disney movies, so now we're on a Hollywood theme. And that summer he goes to sleepaway camp. It's a story of outreach. And at the sleepaway camp, he's going to celebrate his 7th birthday, and it'll be the first birthday that he'll celebrate without his mom in his life. And comes the day, and every day in camp, they raise the flags at this beautiful camp in Simi Valley, this Jewish camp called Alonim. And every day, these children, all of the children, gather around the flagpole as it's raised, and again, as it's lowered. So this 6.5, soon to become 7-year-old boy's father is desperate. He doesn't know how he can reach out to his son on his 7th birthday, this first birthday that his son will be alone without his mother and with his siblings, but without his dad on his birthday. So he decides that there should be no barrier to love. So he devises a plan. And the plan that he devises, since he can't make contact with his kid, because that's the rule of the camp, is he will somehow get into that airspace where his child is with a little airplane and fly over the camp when flags are raised. And what he then decides is, with the help of his sister, he's going to sew together a handmade parachute. And hanging underneath that parachute, if the winds cooperate, will float down perfectly a giant pajama-clad teddy bear. And the teddy bear will have a birthday card taped to it, and it'll have candy taped all over it. And the reason that I tell you this story and remember it so well, all the details, is because I was the 7-year-old boy. And this was my teddy bear that came down from the sky, floating down, weighed down with candy, with a card, and with an incalculable amount of a father's love for his son. So this is the bear, and these are the boys, and this is the dad. And I can't think of a story of outreach that I'll ever think of as powerfully, as beautifully, as memorably as what you did. That's now become lore, not only for my family, but for my community. And I heard about a year after I told the story as a sermon, since everything goes out via the web, that this story has been made into a book in Spanish in Latin America. And I didn't get a penny, so if anybody wants to talk to me about that later. So that's my story, and this is my bear. And this is my dad.
This is the one. Lives already, what, 40 years.
Don't say that. Okay, it's a day of truth, 40 years. Almost to the day, 40 years.